The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho is a novel that centers around the journey of Santiago, a young Andalusian shepherd who dreams of discovering a hidden treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. First published in Portuguese in 1988, the book has become a modern literary classic, inspiring millions of readers around the world. Through Santiago's quest, the novel explores profound themes of destiny, self-discovery, and the pursuit of personal legend, blending allegory, mysticism, and spirituality. The story opens with Santiago spending his days as a shepherd, traveling through the fields of Andalusia in southern Spain with his flock of sheep. He loves his simple life, enjoys the freedom to roam, and finds meaning in his relationship with his animals. However, he is also curious about the world beyond his familiar surroundings. Santiago often dreams of adventure and has recurring dreams of treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. He visits a fortune teller who confirms that his dream is prophetic and that he will indeed find a treasure in Egypt. Initially skeptical, Santiago dismisses the idea as foolish. But soon after, he meets a mysterious old man, Melchizedek, who claims to be the king of Salem. Melchizedek tells Santiago that it is his destiny to find the treasure, and he introduces the concept of the personal legend, the one true purpose or dream that every person has in life. According to Melchizedek, people are happiest and most fulfilled when they follow their personal legend, though many are too afraid to pursue it. The old man gives Santiago two magical stones, Urim and Thummim, to help him read omens, and urges him to sell his sheep and embark on the journey to find the treasure. Though reluctant, Santiago decides to follow this path, realizing that he cannot ignore the call to fulfill his personal legend. Santiago's journey takes him first to Tangier, a city in northern Africa. Upon arrival, he is quickly swindled by a thief who steals all of his money. Left alone and penniless in a foreign land, Santiago is devastated and contemplates giving up and returning home. However, he remembers Melchizedek's words about the importance of following one's destiny and decides to persevere. Santiago finds work in a crystal shop, where he learns important lessons about patience, perseverance, and the importance of dreams. The crystal merchant, although successful, is hesitant to pursue his own dreams, teaching Santiago a valuable lesson about the consequences of complacency and fear. Santiago suggests new ideas to improve the crystal shop's business, including serving tea in crystal glasses to attract more customers. The shop thrives, and Santiago earns enough money to continue his journey. Santiago joins a caravan traveling across the Sahara Desert towards Egypt. Along the way, he meets an Englishman who is obsessed with alchemy, the practice of transforming ordinary metals into gold. The Englishman has spent years studying the writings of famous alchemists and is on a quest to meet a powerful alchemist who lives at an oasis in the desert. Through his conversations with the Englishman, Santiago learns more about alchemy, not just as a literal transformation of metals, but as a metaphor for personal transformation and self-fulfillment. As the caravan makes its way across the vast and treacherous desert, Santiago becomes more attuned to the signs and omens of the natural world. He learns that the desert, though harsh and unforgiving, is alive with wisdom and guidance for those who listen. Santiago begins to realize that everything in the universe is connected and that the journey itself is as important as the treasure he seeks. Love and the oasis. The caravan eventually reaches an oasis, where Santiago meets Fatima, a beautiful young woman who lives there. Santiago falls in love with her at first sight, and for a time, he is tempted to abandon his quest and settle down with her at the oasis. However, Fatima, understanding the importance of Santiago's personal legend, encourages him to continue his journey. She tells him that true love will not stand in the way of one's destiny, and she promises to wait for him until he returns. At the oasis, Santiago also meets the alchemist, a wise and mysterious figure who can perform miraculous feats. The alchemist becomes Santiago's mentor, teaching him the deeper secrets of alchemy and guiding him towards spiritual enlightenment. He tells Santiago that before he can find the treasure, he must first understand the true meaning of life and his connection to the soul of the world, the spiritual force that unites all living things. The final trial. Santiago and the alchemist set off together across the desert towards the pyramids. Along the way, they encounter many challenges, including being captured by a warring tribe. In a pivotal moment, the alchemist tells Santiago that he must demonstrate his ability to communicate with the elements and transform himself into the wind. Though initially terrified, Santiago learns to connect with the forces of nature and, through his deep spiritual understanding, succeeds in performing the feat. This moment marks a major turning point in Santiago's journey, symbolizing his mastery of both his inner self and the external world. The treasure revealed. Finally, Santiago reaches the pyramids in Egypt, where he believes the treasure is buried. He begins digging, but after hours of labor, he finds nothing. Just as he is about to give up, a group of robbers appears and beats him. One of the robbers mocks Santiago, telling him that he too once had a dream about treasure. Only in his dream, the treasure was buried beneath a sycamore tree in a church in Spain. In a moment of sudden realization, Santiago understands that the true location of the treasure has been revealed to him. The treasure was never in Egypt. It was at the very place where his journey began, near the sycamore tree in the abandoned church where he first had the dream. Santiago returns to Spain, where he finds a chest filled with gold and jewels beneath the tree. Conclusion. The novel concludes with Santiago reflecting on his journey. Though he found material treasure, the true reward was the personal growth, wisdom, and understanding he gained along the way. He realizes that the journey, with all its trials and lessons, was the real treasure. Santiago has learned to listen to his heart, follow his dreams, and live in harmony with the soul of the world. In the final lines, Santiago feels the presence of Fatima and knows that his journey is not yet complete. He will return to her, but this time with the knowledge and fulfillment of having followed his personal legend. The Alchemist is ultimately a story about following one's dreams, the importance of self-discovery, and the realization that true treasure lies not in the destination but in the journey itself.